Welcome back, gamers. It is me, and today we are playing Bed Wars because I was bored and I'm sitting in front of my computer. I'm like, what should I do? And I haven't uploaded a video in like 2 weeks, so I should probably do that. You probably think I haven't uploaded in a while because, I've got school or something like that. That's not true. I've just been lazy, and it doesn't even really make sense. Like, I'm too lazy to play video games. How? How is that possible? I'm amazed at myself, and green doesn't even exist. That is very nice. Although I don't get a bet in final from killing him because he is not in the game, which makes me sad. I also recorded a video earlier this week, like 2 days ago, or 2 days ago for me. It's probably gonna be like 7,000 days for people watching this. I recorded a video and I'm like, and as I was going through my video file, I looked around and saw, I should probably get rid of some of these videos because I just have footage of me playing Bed Wars, and I'm not talking or anything. I would just record myself just for recording myself. I should probably get rid of these videos to save space. And I think you can probably see what's the next step of this story is I accidentally deleted the video that I was going to edit, and now it's gone forever, and I'm sad. I was very sad. I was mostly sad just because that was like 30 minutes of recording, and that was going to be my video for the month, and now I have to film this. So I get to retell my stories. Yay! Alright, first thing that's on the agenda is a math class. Y'all like math? I think math is alright. Math is pretty chill. Nobody talks in it, like, at all, which is not very polite of them. I think it would be nice if people actually spoke. People were capable of speaking. That would be very nice. Excuse me, Pink. I don't think you're... Oh, Pink just fell into the void. That's pretty funny. I remember some of my elementary school teachers being like, all this work? Yeah, we're prepared. Okay, I can't even do the F5 thing. We're preparing you for high school. No, they really didn't. They did not prepare me for the pain that was actually trying in school for once. Most people would be shocked when they realized how little effort I put into elementary school. Like, I remember they talked about this is a big test. It's worth like 20% of your marks. You gotta study a lot for it. And I'd stroll up to class, like, not having studied a single minute the night before, and get 100% on it. And then, they'll ask me later, it's like, oh, well, how much did you study? You must have studied a lot to get such a good grade. And I tell them, like, in front of the entire class, like, oh, studying? I don't even know what that is. I didn't do it. Oh, I just banked the diamonds instead of spending them? Why did I do that? Okay. So as you could probably tell, high school math is nothing compared to elementary school math, in the sense that you gotta try in school. At first I thought, oh yeah, this math that they're teaching me in high school isn't that hard. I'll just, deal with it. Turns out, no. Okay, well, apparently I can't even tell stories because the game's already over. So for a first unit, I thought, oh yeah, this is gonna be easy. All the questions, I had a little bit of difficulty because, it's a new thing. But once I got the hang of it, I'm like, this is so easy, I'm gonna ace the next test. Because that was just something I was able to do without even thinking about it. And then the day of the test, I see this question that's like 27 pages long. It's exaggerating. It was not actually 27 pages long. That was a joke. And part of my soul died when I saw that because I had no idea how to do that question. This question was not in any of our practice worksheets. I have never seen a question like this in my life. And for some reason, this was on the test. I did not know how to do this. I cried myself to sleep that night knowing that I failed. But good thing you get partial marks even if your answer is wrong. So I'm still able to get an 80% on that test. So, that's like an A-. That's good enough for me. I'm not going to get slaughtered by my parents. But that got me thinking. It's like, I cannot trust my math teacher. And now that I'm saying this out loud, I have a math test tomorrow. I should really study, shouldn't I? Who cares? I think I haven't gotten a video out in a while. I think this is more important. Math used to be so easy, and now it's not. So easy. So yeah, that was incredibly insightful. Next topic that I have prepared, I actually have like my phone. I just write a bunch of talking points. I'm like, hey, this will be good for conversation, perhaps. Devious licks, y'all heard about them? What most people would call a TikTok trend, I would call a crime. Because people literally take videos of themselves stealing. Definitely not humanity's proudest achievements, but is an achievement that we've like regressed so far. People have become this stupid. It's pretty impressive that we're able to put stuff on the moon, yet people think stealing soap dispensers from school bathrooms is hilarious. Oh well, there will always be stupid people in this world. Hiya! You are dead. Not a big surprise. I'm worried Red's gonna kill me, but who cares? Actually, I care a lot. At first I thought that devious licks weren't a problem at our school, and then they became a problem. I don't know, I guess my school is late to catch on to the trend, so, you know. Ow. Decently long time. What? How many fireballs do you have? Holy bejesus. Our school is pretty late on the trend, but eventually they got to it, and I was not very happy when they got to it because, I kid you not, stalls have those doors, you know, everyone knows those doors and stalls. Yeah, one of them was just gone. It's not an exaggeration. It was ripped off its hinges. Like, the part of the hinge that connects to the wall is still there. Someone literally broke the hinges and I guess took it home with them. Like, I'd be impressed if it wasn't such like a horrible thing to do for the school. Part of the question isn't just why, but also how. It turns out Red is going to my base, so it was kind of a blessing that I died there. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you for the stuff. Yeah, and just you know, some soap dispensers have gone missing, and our principal made an announcement basically saying, yo, stupid kids, stop doing this, you're pretty dumb. That's about it. Nothing too fancy happened, but it was still pretty funny to see a door ripped off its hinges. I know teenagers have a reputation for being strong. Yeah, I guess we're stronger than the average person, but the average person is pretty weak, so that's not exactly setting a high standard, you know, for strength. Stronger than the average person? Yeah, probably. Would be considered strong in general. Most teenagers I know would not be considered strong. Okay. They are not strong. Oh, Red just went to my base. And pop into the void so I can defend my bed. This guy's a ladder user. That's disgusting. How do you feel, man? You're disgusting. And you just fell. That was depressing. Okay. Since we're on the topic of, you know, me complaining about school, I got one more thing to complain about. Crowds, because I remember I mentioned how we're doing this weird schedule where you have 2 classes for 1 week and then your other 2 classes for the next week, and then you alternate it instead of having 4 classes a day, which is like per usual high school stuff in North America. They're doing that so that we reduce contact, which makes sense because if there's 20 people per class, that means you're being exposed to 80 people a day, but now you're only being exposed to 40 people a day. Sounds nice until you realize that in the main foyer, there's like 600 people who are just standing shoulder to shoulder. Let's go! Okay. And that's really annoying because we can't have sports teams or any of that stuff this year because, you know, that'd be too much exposure. But when they look out their, you know, fancy offices and see like 600 kids just leaving class and are all standing shoulder to shoulder, they're like, this is acceptable. I don't know why I did the weird voice. Oh my god. What are you doing, man? Get down from there. Okay, well that was annoying to deal with, but I'm glad you're dead. Yeah, huge crowds and nobody seems to care. I don't know why, because at first I thought, oh yeah, they're taking this thing really seriously, and because they're trying to limit our exposure, but then when they make it more difficult to learn by breaking up the schedule in a really weird way that makes no sense, even from preventing spread standpoint. And then they allowed these massive crowds to gather without doing anything. It's just like, at some point you have to realize that these people don't really care about you. Like, the higher ups just want to look good. On a brighter note, there's this hilarious thing that happens literally every day. Well, right after classes end, we're all, in the main area. And out of nowhere, some people will just start clapping. And this clapping will just go from, just one person clapping to two person. And before you know it, everyone's applauding and, screaming, and everyone's having a good time, and literally nothing has happened. So I realized that it's some of the older kids who come downstairs and then they just start clapping, like a group of them just start clapping, and then they get the entire... No! They get everybody involved with it. And you know what? Respect to those guys. So I decided that the other day that I would be the guy who started it. So I waited around for a bit, and then once I decided that there was enough people, I just started clapping. What? Oh god. So I kid you not, I just start clapping. I'm just standing there just clapping like an idiot for about 10 seconds. My English teacher actually walked by and he just gave me a look that basically said, "I'm disappointed in what you've become, but the ends justify the means." Because, eventually someone across the room starts clapping with me, and before you know it, the entire lobby just has erupted in applause like it does every day. That was very nice. I think what's more unfortunate is Blue is pretty competent and I am not, because I have not played Bed Wars in a while. So this is going to be annoying. I feel like that's all the stories I really had to share. I mean, school is interesting, but it's not that interesting. Yeet. Very cool indeed. Oh, I thought he'd be like, trying to fight me more, but I guess he was trying to buy a better sword, but that does not matter to me. Blue has given me sufficient insight into what Gray has been up to. I am going to kill Gray, and I'm going to enjoy it. I don't know where Gray is. Gray could be going to my bed, which would be very unfortunate, and I'd be very sad. I'd call him a mean person and a bully, and I'd arrest him for cyberbullying charges, because I am very cool. Yep, he really has obby. Ah! Well, now I'm just sad. I can't believe I died like that. That was like the most depressing anime death ever. You have one of those compilations like top 10 saddest anime deaths, like that's just number one. I was so close to getting that. See, this is what happens when you don't play Bed Wars in a week. You become rusty, become crusty dusty, and then you suck at the game and then die like that. It's pretty embarrassing. Thank you for the emeralds. I think I might just chuck them into the void because, it's not about the emeralds. It's about the statement. And the statement is, I don't want your emeralds. Not again, please. Please, I can't do this again. Oh, that's comedy. That is the pinnacle of comedy. Your bed is mine, and these are your crimes. This is your punishment for committing your crimes against humanity, which was obby. Okay, well, that was kind of depressing. Thank you very much for your sacrifice. Never mind, you didn't actually sacrifice. I forcefully took your life. That is pretty funny. Now I gotta go study for my math test. This is so funny. If you want to help me get through the pain that is school, 1 like and 1 comment and 1 subscribe equal 1 prayer for me to not die. So if you want me to keep living and not be dead, please like and subscribe. Also, PSA, it's not cool to drool in school.